So good evening and welcome. My name is Erin Van Egman, and I am proud to serve as the Vice President for College Advancement and Executive Director of the GRCC Foundation. It's so great to see you all here tonight, see some familiar faces, some new faces, but we are so glad that you all joined us. Tonight we come together with one common goal: to support our students by raising money for scholarships. Scholarships remain critical to the success of our students. Receiving a scholarship is often the difference between attending or not attending school. Sometimes it even means not having to take that second job. You will hear more about why scholarships still matter later during our program. But before I exit so you can enjoy dinner, I did want to call your attention to some of the most important guests in our room tonight. That is our students. So joining us tonight, yes, thank you. So joining us tonight are representatives from our Student Government and Campus Activities Board. So students, if you could please stand so we can recognize you. Thank you for being here tonight. This night is for you, our amazing and resilient and talented students. So as you're enjoying dinner tonight, I encourage you to have conversations with our students. I know it'll be a treat. Tonight, I hope that you enjoy the dinner, the conversation, and the GRCC Flute Ensemble. And I will be back later to start our program after dinner, so enjoy. I hope everyone enjoyed your dinner and conversations, but how about that music before they pack up? So thank you to our GRCC Flute Ensemble under the direction of Carmen Murray. This ensemble is made up of alumni, students, and community members. So thank you for adding this special touch to our evening. Thank you. And also thank you to Amway, who prepared and served our dinner tonight, which was wonderful. I think the salad was a hit. At this time, I am pleased to introduce to you our interim president, Lisa Freiberger, who will officially kick off our program.
Good evening. It is my absolute pleasure to welcome you all to our fabulous Scholarfest event this evening. This is one of the most meaningful evenings that we have in our campus community, and we are very pleased to have you all here with us. Tonight is a celebration for sure. It's a celebration of generosity, of resilience, and of the incredible power of education. First and foremost, thank you all for being here. Your presence is a reflection of the strong, supportive community that surrounds and uplifts our students. Whether you are a longtime supporter or if you are joining us for the very first time this evening, we are truly grateful to have you all with us. I'm especially honored to recognize some of our distinguished guests that we have in the room with us this evening. I would first like to ask all of our GRCC Board of Trustees and our GRCC Foundation board members to stand, both current and former, so that we may recognize you. Both current and former. Thank you so much for your dedication, your continued support of the students here at GRCC. We appreciate all that you have done and continue to do for this institution and our students. We are also very privileged to have with us two of our former GRCC presidents, Dr. Juan Oliveras and Dr. Steve Ender. If you could both stand and be recognized. Thank you both so much. Your vision and commitment have clearly shaped the legacy of this institution, and we are very glad to have you both with us as well. We would also like to recognize Karen Ender. If you could stand and have a little round of applause. For such a valued member of our GRCC family. We appreciate that you are here as well. So at GRCC, we see every day how education can be a turning point, how a single opportunity, a single scholarship can open doors and truly change the course of somebody's life. And that is what Scholarfest is all about. That is why we are here this evening. This evening, we shine a light on the journeys of our students. Thank you again to all of our students that are here with us this evening. Their determination, dreams, and incredible impact that scholarships have had on their ability to succeed. These are not just stories of academic achievement. They are stories of perseverance, of overcoming adversity, and of never giving up. Behind each of these stories is someone like you, someone who believes in our students and has chosen to invest in their future. To our sponsors and donors, thank you. Your generosity does more than provide financial support. It sends a message to our students that they matter, that they are seen, and that someone is cheering them on as they move through their educational journey. That kind of belief is powerful. It builds confidence, it fuels ambition, and it helps students reach heights that they may have never thought possible. You are helping to shape not just college careers, but entire lives, and by extension, the future of our community. The proceeds from this event this evening go directly to student scholarships. That means every gift, every paddle raised, every moment of support tonight directly contributes to creating more success stories, more degrees earned, more goals achieved, and more dreams realized. We also want to acknowledge that the need has never been greater. As the landscape of higher education continues to shift, many of our students are facing growing financial and personal challenges, and your support is more vital than ever. You help keep education accessible, inclusive, and transformational. Thank you for your commitment to GRCC's mission, to our students, and to the belief that everyone has a chance to learn, to grow, and to succeed. So tonight, let's celebrate. Let's honor the journeys that you all have helped to make possible, and let's look ahead to all the lives we have yet to impact together. And now, before I turn the program back over, I would like to take a moment to introduce to you the newest member of our campus community, GRCC's new interim president, Dr. Stephen Triesenberg. We are very glad to have him with us on campus. Dr. Triesenberg brings with him more than 3 decades of leadership in higher education, research, and in teaching. He most recently served as the president and founding dean of the Van Andel Institute Graduate School, where he retired in 2023. A committed educator and scientist, Dr. Triesenberg holds a PhD in cell and molecular biology from the University of Michigan, and has previously served as a faculty member at Michigan State University for nearly 20 years. So he's got both. Even he has long-standing ties to West Michigan and remains active in the higher education community as a peer reviewer for the Higher Learning Commission. We are thrilled to have him here at GRCC. His first day was just yesterday, so this is day 2. So again, thank you and welcome. With that, I am going to turn this back over to Erin for the rest of the program. Thank you.
I don't know why I feel like one of these days I won't need a stool, but that's not going to happen. Little did my husband know that when he made this for his grandma, that it would be for his wife. Thank you, Lisa. And I cannot let this moment go by without a proper thank you. And I know I'm going to get in trouble for this, but as many of you are aware, Lisa is retiring from GRCC at the end of the month. Lisa's dedication to GRCC and the foundation is truly immeasurable. Her thoughtful fiscal stewardship, strategic insight, and unwavering commitment to students have left a lasting legacy on our campus and throughout the community. We wish you all the best on your next journey, and thank you for all you've done for GRCC, Lisa. also want to extend a warm GRCC welcome to Dr. Steven Triesenberg. We are looking forward to your leadership during this time. The reason we're here tonight is to raise money for student scholarships, and we could not have done that without the generous support of our sponsors. At this time, I would like to recognize our platinum sponsor, Meyer. Thank you, Meyer, for your consistent and generous support. And in addition to Meyer, several other individuals and organizations have generously sponsored this evening. Their names have been scrolling on the screen. We can't do this work without you, so thank you. Scholarships still matter. Many of you have probably heard about free community college tuition. And you may be wondering, do community college students still need scholarships? And the answer is yes. They are still critically important to the success of our students. We are grateful that the state has recognized that students need more access to higher education, and the best place to do that is at a community college. But we also know that not all students are eligible for these free tuition programs. These state programs are for specific students. So for example, the Michigan Community College Guarantee is for graduating high school seniors who attend full-time, although 70% of our students are part-time. The Reconnect program is for Michigan residents 25 or older who haven't completed a post-secondary education. But another factor is that both of these programs offer support for tuition and fees only. And we know education costs more than that. Many times, the reason students don't attend or end up needing to stop attending is because of other educational-related expenses like books, transportation, housing, or food. So the last point I'll make, and I'll get off my soapbox, is that in the last fall, so this last fall semester, a quarter of our students received support from these two free community college tuition programs. A GRCC Foundation scholarship can make a difference. Our scholarships go toward all educational-related expenses, truly making an impact, truly making a difference. This is where we have an opportunity to come together and make a real difference by supporting GRCC Foundation scholarships so that we can help remove barriers and open the door to educational success for every student. And you will hear tonight from one of our students who received this critical support. But before we do, I have asked someone to join us tonight and help us with the next portion of our program. She is one of GRCC's biggest cheerleaders. Karen, you are as well. A 1977 GRJC alumna and student athlete, GRCC's 2003 distinguished alumna, and of course, recently retired Chief Judge of Kent County 63rd District Court, the Honorable Judge Sarah Smolinski.
Oh, sweet, thank you. You stepped down.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a little hug. Here.
My
yeah.
stool.
No, you're good. Your grandma would be proud, his grandma would be proud of that. Okay, I always wanted to be 6'2", so I'm gonna say I don't need the stool, but thank you, Aaron. That is so sweet, and it is a pleasure for me to be here. If I'm too loud, tell me, because I am loud, and sometimes when I get going, I get more loud. But when I think of all the activity with GRCC over the years, I can hardly think of anything without Aaron Van Egmond. So thank you, because you have done a lot. And I want to give a shout out to Riley Brookett and Mary Reed, because they put a lot of effort into this. Yeah. And then when I got to sit down with two interim presidents, I mean, that's pretty cool at the table. I almost called I almost called Dr. Steve Triesenberger and then Lisa Freiberger. Then I realized I was making a mistake there. You guys know who you are, so don't worry about that. But 2 days on the job, man, and you're already going, Dr. Triesenberg, so thank you, and great to have you as part of the GRCC family. And really, that's what Lisa said. GRCC, it's a family. I'm so pleased to be here for Scholarfest tonight to help raise some money for what a great, great cause this is. I'm thrilled to be here for a lot of reasons, but they wanted me to share a few stories about my background. And I mean, literally, I've said this before. I mean, I was so thrilled one year to be the commencement speaker. I'm pretty sure I used this line then. Mostly when I'm giving talks, I'm at senior citizens' places, and they don't remember my stories, so I can say them over and over again. But I don't know about you guys, so I literally would not be here without Grand Rapids Community College. Because my mom and dad met at GRJC. My parents were students. My mom graduated from Ottawa Hills, my dad graduated from Catholic Central, and they met at GRJC. And the rest is history, 10 kids later, and I'm number 8. 9 girls, 1 boy. 9 daughters. Oldest one was a boy, 9 girls. And pretty much everybody, except maybe 1 or 2, went to junior college. When I think back to my junior college days, I do so with pride, with excitement, and with deep gratitude to the professors I had, and there are a number of professors here tonight, that helped shape me be the person I am. Being a student athlete was a big part. Although I always knew I wanted to be a lawyer since 4th grade. So I knew I was going to go to law school no matter what. But I wanted to play ball. I thought I could be a phys ed major and go to law school. And they said, no, you don't want to do that. So I had to pick political science. But I just want to tell you that JC, and Linda and I just recently traveled up to Drummond Island, specifically to see my college JC coach, Marcia Teesinga, who is 86 years old and going strong. Joyce Buckley, who's a couple years younger, coached volleyball at JC and was one of our big coach supporters. And I played ball at Michigan. And I loved my experience at GRJC way more than my experience at Michigan. Because of the coaches, because of the professors and how great they did to prep us. And when I was just telling Dr. Triesenberg, when I transferred, every credit I had, including phys ed, transferred to U of M. And I had a roommate that was transferring from U of M Dearborn campus to Ann Arbor campus. And she had trouble getting all her credits transferred. I said, not me, I went to JC. So I'm telling you, GRJC helped mold me as a person, gave me that confidence to go and do and believe in yourself and do anything you wanted. Now, as a judge of 34 years, most of the time I would see GRCC students was at events, not in the courtroom. No, that was for Grand Valley and Calvin students. Okay, that's a little bit of a joke, but it is a good joke. I loved having kids from CC come out to court, sit and watch. They're doing a class for their, programs and their study, and we always opened up the courtroom so students could come out and watch, listen, learn, and I still love doing that now. When I think of GRCC, and I think of all my sisters that went there and how great we all loved it, I'm forever thankful because I believe GRCC, GRJC, I still call it JC, helped me become the person that I am. So thank you for all of that. The impact that you professors, administrators have on the students, have on their families, have on people like Natalie that we're going to hear about in a minute. You can't imagine sometimes the impact you have on those kids that are now senior citizens getting their, drinks at 50 cents at Taco Bell, like me. You've had a lot of impact on people, and you still will, always do. So thank you for all you do. This event is special for so many reasons, but really most importantly because you're helping change lives, literally change lives. And I just had 2 seconds to talk to Natalie tonight. Don't know her, but you're going to see in a minute this. By being here tonight, you support scholarships that empower our students to succeed. And in the room tonight, I've mentioned Natalie Alvarado. She's here. You're going to hear her story. A recent GRCC graduate, we're together now as alums, you and me. She's here tonight to share her story. And try to imagine coming to another country without being able to speak their language and do all the things that you have done, Natalie. It is powerful. And I know you give thanks and shout out to the GRCC family community that helped you get the resources you need. But that's what, in a minute, each one of us are going to be asked to do too. Natalie is a true testament to taking advantage of the resources and support systems right here at GRCC, those that are offered by GRCC, resources that actually make it possible through generosity of donors like you. So we're going to watch the video right here.
Natalie is an incredibly dynamic individual.
Natalie has a really big heart, very charismatic. She so likes to absorb knowledge and be a part of things.
She applies a lot of the things that she has experienced in her journey and wants to make it better for others.
She was so involved on campus and in the community, but she was balancing being a mom.
Natalie has a little son who I think is a huge motivator.
The whole college experience was kind of new to her.
When you say first generation, it's an identity that does come with a lot of adversity, a lot of challenges.
During our time, she did not have a car, so we had to help her figure out how she could get to meetings.
Natalie is such a positive person. She's so resilient, has so much grit.
I like to be involved. I like to help out. I think that's just something natural. I can't really explain sometimes why I do something or what I feel like doing that. I like to learn more, and then if I'm able to help others, I mean, it makes me happy. I work on campus, and I work as a peer mentor, so I work with mainly first-year students. As a first-year generation, basically, when you're the first person in your family, it is hard. It is hard to know the resources out there. I was born in Costa Rica. That's the country that I was born. And then when I moved, yes, I was in New York. I was just excited about the experience of, flying a plane. And then I was gonna see my mom after a while, obviously, but didn't thought about anything. What am I gonna do here? You don't think about that when you're 10 years old, right? I applied for citizenship. So it was a huge moment, accomplishment, and then something I'll never forget is that I was the only one from my country nationalized that day. The American dream, wanting to live in this country, being part of it, knowing the language, and then doing something good here. My son, his name's Mario, he's 8 years old, and he's in 3rd grade. I want to give him the example that, anything is possible. You can definitely reach your dreams. Sooner or later, you can do it. This is the first step. GRCC is always the first step for that. Affordability is one reason. Obviously, the tuition is lower than 4-year universities. Also, it's close to home. The bus is about 20 to half an hour the most. It's a lot of things that makes me choose GRCC. You guys are wonderful. You don't know how much you give to us. $50, $100, $1,000. Doesn't matter the amount. Everything counts. Every little bit counts to make a difference in a student's life. I'm pretty sure that without them, it would have been more difficult for me. From the bottom of my heart, in representation of all the scholarship recipients, I say thank you. When they call you and you cross the stage, and then people shouting, not just about the moment itself, it's everything that represents to it. At the time, it was 2 years of completing a degree that probably back 10 years ago, 15 years ago, would have seen impossible. It just represents so much. It's just not that moment, just everything that comes before that.
Woo! Please stand up. Natalie Alvarado, right here. How beautiful. Natalie, we couldn't be more proud of you, and to think that you're sitting here now, graduated from GRCC. I see the emotion in your face. The video was beautiful. They held off to the last minute to catch you walking across the stage last week, and how proud we are of you. So thank you for all your efforts, all your time. Your son is so lucky to have a mama like you. And what a beautiful way to celebrate Mother's Day than to say you're now a GRCC alum. Thank you, Natalie, for all you did. Natalie Alvarado is a true testament of what it means to take all the resources that GRCC has to offer and make them work to your best ability. It's not she was getting free handouts. She worked, as all these students do. But try to picture, like I said a minute ago, going to another country, getting dropped off, don't know up from down, don't know how to speak the language, and then turn your life into what Natalie Alvarado has done. That means a lot to GRCC, the administration, the students, our community, and as Lisa so properly said, the GRCC family. Now is the time that I'm going to be talking to you about this new, it's new for us, it's not new, you've been to other places that had a paddle raise, but for GRCC, this is new, and we're going to make it very successful, I have the feeling. Now, I used to make jokes about, if you raise your paddle, is it a bid, is it not? This is each one of us here getting to raise a paddle to give money to the GRCC Foundation. So well run by the leadership and Christine Babcock. I got to sit with Christine and Paul at the table tonight and talk about all the great things they're doing. But there are so many people behind the GRCC Foundation. And that includes all of you. While you're passing the paddles around, I'm going to use a couple of my one-liners that I sometimes like to use. And that is, before Linda and I came today, we checked a lot of license plates. You didn't check your visa when you came in, when you were parking. No, I'm joking. But we know where to find you, is what I'm trying to say. My other good one-liner is money. I mean, we get asked for money all the time. You can't look at your mail without getting multiple requests. And a lot of good organizations are out there in the greater Kent County area and beyond. Many, many wonderful organizations. Tonight, this Tuesday, May 12, 13, thank you, Dr. Triesenberg. I knew you could help me with the date. We all choose to be here today because it means that much to us. But I'm also encouraging all of you to talk to your family, your friends, your neighbors, your church members, your high school friends, and everybody else out there who could not be here tonight. And tell them they can give to the GRCC Foundation. In fact, they should give to the GRCC Foundation. The paddle raise is pretty easy. You raise a paddle. I tell you different levels. We don't want any errors or mistakes, so I'll be the judge. Whether you're sneezing or whether you're fixing your hair, I'll call whether it's a paddle raise. But the thing about money, You've heard it before, perhaps. You can't take it with you. And you do have some to give. And I know you're all very generous people, and if you've given to a zillion places and still do and still will. But tonight, the paddle raise is to feel that deep, deep, gratuitous feeling of giving to make these students' lives more doable, easier, more helpful, and more success. Because by you grabbing the green dollar bills and handing them over to the GRCC Foundation, you are making a difference in these kids' lives, literally. Natalie, is that fair? That's it, isn't it? Bless her heart, she didn't even get that chance to finish dinner. Okay. So the exciting moment is GRCC's first ever paddle raise. So get ready to raise those paddles. We're going to have people around the room that record your paddle, and we know who you are, and we're going to find you, like I said. This is a moment where really every single one of us in the room can make a meaningful difference. Whether you give a little bit or whether you give a lot, the monies raised tonight go directly to the GRCC students, just like Natalie and many, many others. I'll call out a donation level. If you'd like to give at that amount, you raise your paddle. We're going to start with the high numbers first, not to intimidate anyone. That's not our idea. But I have an anonymous pledge that will match my first level of giving times 2. So I said to these guys when I met with Riley and I met with Mary Reed, let's start at 10 grand. I'll get it. Let's go with 10 grand first. I did that the other day at an event I was at. And my gosh, I was so worried, would anybody raise their paddle? And I got 2 people to raise their paddle at $10,000 each. It was Sacred Beginnings, if you're familiar with the program, helping women out of sex trafficking. And it's a wonderful program. But this is a number that is manageable and you can pay in time. We take Visa, MasterCard, Venmo, PayPal, Give It Up. I don't know all of them, but you know how it works. If you want to give at the level I identify, you raise your paddle. Our team will be watching and will record the paddle numbers and get that information. Don't feel funny about whatever level you raise your paddle, because you know what you can do. And there are a lot of things that cost money. While we talk about free tuition, it's not free. It's $1,500 for an in-district student to attend GRCC for a full semester. So if you start at one of these first top levels I'm going to be talking about, that tuition is going to be a huge help to these students. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels, but then at the end I like to say anything, so really 6. We're going to start at $2,500. It seems like a lot, and I get it. But the other thing I was going to say is if I can get 2 paddles raised at $25, thank you, Mr. Doring. I just appreciate guys like you because you make my life easier. So we're going $2,500, and I got 2 with Dr. Ender and Mr. Doring. That already matches my anonymous gift of $5 grand. So bingo, bango, bongo, we're at $10,000. We're at $10,000 already with the anonymous matching gift of $5 grand. So that's 2 paddles at $2,500. I don't want to leave anyone out, and we have the place till midnight. So at $2,500, does anybody else want to raise the paddle? $2,500, $2,500. The fun thing about a paddle raise is you're not having to worry about getting a weekend up at the Grand Traverse Resort. You don't get that for raising your paddle. You get to think about how many students at GRCC you are helping. All right, we're going to move to our next level. I can do it. Bring on the music, baby. I can do it. The next level is $1,000. $1,000. I've got a lot of signs up, people. 119. Thank you so much. 144. Thank you so much. 154. Mr. Abed, thank you. Linda, thank you. 102. Dr. Triesenberg, 104. Thank you. Dr. Ender, I'm sorry, Juan Oliveras. You know who you are. Juan. Oh, you presidents, you all look alike. You presidents. Juan, you got to tell Mary that one. That's funny. That is funny. That was funny, and I didn't even mean to. Thank you, Dr. Oliveras. 137, thank you so much at $1,000. That is beautiful, people. And at that $1,000 level, it helps cover rent for a student for a full month. So remember, Grand Rapids was ranked one of the 11th toughest cities to find an apartment last year. Can you believe that? So we want to help these students in every way we can. We're moving to the next level, which is $500. The next level is $500. I like to see the paddles, and I'm seeing them. Thank you so much. Lisa Freiberger, thank you. Christine Babcock, 101, thank you. 143, thank you so much. I want to say Arian. Aaron, okay. 155, thank you so much. 148, thank you. Terry, thank you. 113, 117, thank you. 114, thank you so much. You're getting them down. You know who you are. Do you need a repeat? Are you good? We've got them. We're looking good. You guys are great. How wonderful. At that level, you can provide a semester's worth of textbooks to these students, which removes a huge burden for them financially. We're moving to $250. $250. We'll see the signs. 105, thank you, Mark. 125, thank you. 149, thank you. 160, thank you. 156, thank you so much. At the $250 level, how wonderful that you're all so generous and so giving. And the feeling is just beautiful because giving makes us feel good. And you're helping these students so much. You really are. Remember, I had asked at the beginning to make sure you spread the word, even after tonight. Your family, your friends, your neighbors, your workmates, your church mates, your gym workout mates, whoever. Tell them about the GRCC Foundation, because we have to go way beyond the walls of this room. We're moving to our next level, which is $100. $100. This could help a student and their family afford groceries, some of those essential needs. 161, thank you. 131, thank you. 129, thank you. 170, thank you. 120, thank you. 135, thank you. 109, thank you, Dr. Roby. And thank you for all you're doing for the Grand Rapids Public Schools and the students. We love the work you're doing. Keep talking up GRCC to those students, because it's not long before they're coming our way, and we love to have them. GRCC, great, okay. Now, any level, you can name it. You can name it. If you want to raise your paddle at anything under $100, that's it, and you can talk to them later. Thanks so much. 146, thank you so much. 128, thank you so much. Really appreciate it, really appreciate it. 118, thanks. I thought if I kept talking, I'd get a couple more. Let's do it on behalf of the GRCC students. Any other bidders? Any other paddle raise? Well, I mean it when I say thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your commitment. Let's give all of ourselves, and I'm in that with Linda, a round of applause. Thank you. Every single dollar that's raised tonight, it goes directly to scholarships. And it will directly change their lives. As you heard from the beautiful video that we got to share with Natalie's story, you're helping remove barriers, open doors, shape futures. And we say thank you. I mean it. We really say thank you. And now, to close out this amazing evening, join me in welcoming back Erin Van Egmond, the heart that's behind so much of this work.
Wow, thank you everyone again. That was amazing. Thank you so much for your generosity. And thank you, Sarah. When we first started talking about, yes, thank you. When we first started talking about a paddle raise, there was one person that came to mind to help us with that, and that was you. We appreciate you and are proud to call you a GRJC alumna. Again, thank you to everyone that raised a paddle tonight. And if you didn't get a chance or feel inspired to give a little more, there's still time to make an impact. Just a few housekeeping things. This is how you can complete your gift. So there is a QR code on the back of your paddle, and there also is one on the program. You can give securely online using a credit card, debit card, PayPal, or Venmo, and some of the other vehicles that Judge mentioned. There also is a invoice box on there, so if you prefer to be invoiced, please check that. Leave the paddle on the table, and our team will collect that and take care of that for you. We also have a payment table near the exit if you'd like assistance, so we can help with that, and we promise we will let you leave. As you heard from our student Natalie in the video, no matter the amount, every gift helps, and every gift has the ability to change a student's life. I do want to take another minute, and acknowledge Natalie, who shared her story on video. And we already applauded her, but Natalie, again, thank you. We too are so proud to call you now a GRCC alumna. And we know you will go on and do wonderful things as you transfer to Davenport. So please keep in touch. As we wrap up tonight, I want to thank a few people: our GRCC media team, GRCC marketing and communications team and facilities team, but also our foundation team, which I'm so proud of. For those that have attended Scholarfest in the past, you'll notice we've implemented some changes this year. And I'm incredibly proud of the creativity and dedication that went into reimagining this event. Most importantly, I'm grateful that our students remain at the heart of everything we do. So thank you to all of those. To close out our evening, I would like to invite the GRCC Foundation Board Chairperson, Christine Babcock, to the stage.
As we wrap up tonight's program, let's take a moment to remember why we came together to support our GRCC students and raise money for scholarships. Education truly has the power to change lives, and tonight, through your generosity, you're helping to make those life-changing opportunities possible. Your support goes well beyond covering costs. It fuels hope, it drives ambition, and inspire students to keep pushing forward. Scholarships can be the spark that helps a student discover their purpose and reach their potential and contribute meaningfully to their community. On behalf of the GRCC Foundation Board of Directors, thank you for being part of this special evening. We're incredibly grateful for all of your support. As we close out the formal program, thank you again for joining us tonight and for your amazing support. Be safe and enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you so much.